Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on the Nudes Maybelline palette. I know it's been out for a while and there's been a few reviews done already on YouTube, but my BFF, Michelle, had asked me to do a review because she just bought the palette herself. And then also I'm going to do a first impression tutorial once I do the review. So if you want to see the tutorial for that, stay tuned. It will be after this short review. I'm not really good at doing reviews with palettes and makeup and whatnot, so I'm going to try to do my best. So here's the palette, and I got it at Walmart. You can get it at Walgreens too, and you can probably get it at CVS or your local drugstore. And I want to say it was $7.99 or $8.99. I know it wasn't more than $10. And basically what it is it is 12 shadows, and they're all in the nude range. And I would say that they all lean towards the cool toned end of the spectrum. I don't really see any warm colors. Maybe the couple right here could be warm. I'm not really sure. I'd have to play around with them a little bit more. When I got mine, the only issue I have is with this one right here. It's loose, so it looks like it's gonna fall out. I've tried to push it back in, but it's still coming out. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matte colors, and 2 of them might be considered a satin, but they come off a little bit more matte. And then the rest are, there's a couple that are satin, more on the satin end, and then there's 2 in here that are very chunky and glittery, which are these 2 right here, this gold and this champagne color. And on the back it has a little guide on how to do your shadows. So there's like, they've blocked off the quad section, so if you wanted to do 4 colors, it shows you which 4 to use together. If you wanted to do trio, like 3 colors, it shows you the 3s that go together, and then the same with the duos. And then it's 0.34 ounces or 9.6 grams for the whole palette. And what I'm going to do is just do a few swatches, and then we'll get on with the tutorial. So what I'll do is I'll swatch the top row first, and then I'll swatch the second row last. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, and there's 6 colors on the top, and I only have 5 fingers, so I'm going to do the first 5, and then I will swatch the other ones. So here is the first 4. So this would be the first, second, third, and fourth in the row, which that one looks pretty good. This one is a skin tone. It's the same color as my skin, so you can't really see it. Let me see if I can get a better swatch. Yeah, it's not really picking up, but it is there. And then this is the shimmery champagne color, which I'm not really a big fan of, but this one looks pretty nice. And then the last one is this one, which is a little bit patchy, but it's not too bad. So that's the first row. So here are the first 4. And I used the gold one today, which I really did not like that one. It was kind of chunky. But the bronze color is not too bad. And then let me swatch the last 2. And there's the last 2. So we got a black, which is not too bad. I did have a hard time blending that one out. And, but I mean, whatever. It's a drugstore. It's $8. So I would say it's not that bad for a drugstore palette, I would say. So like if you're just beginning to get into makeup and you're just learning how to do makeup and get familiar with different colors and whatnot, it's not that bad of a palette. I might work with it some more because as I swatch some of these colors, some of them don't look too bad, but some of the other ones that are patchy, like I didn't really care for this one. I really like this one. This one's okay. This one was just very hard to blend, as you'll see in the tutorial that's coming up, that I really had a hard time working with this one. And then this one I had to put a base down and it still is like barely showing up. But this one that I just swatched, I'm curious about this one. So here's the palette. Hope y'all enjoyed the review. And if you want to see how I came up with this look using this palette, then stay tuned. Alright, so I've already primed my eye area with the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. And the first thing I'm going to dig into is, well, brush-wise, is this icing brush. It's just a very fluffy brush. And the first color I'm going to go into in the Nudes Maybelline palette is this color right here. It's just a very light taupey matte. And that is just going to go into the crease. And I'm going to keep it pretty high up because this is going to be a transition color. And I'm also going to be going back into it later on as well to blend out some other colors I will be laying down. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to go in with this other fluffy brush. It's a little bit denser. And I'm going to go into the color that's right next to it here, which is a dark, smoky, grayish, taupey brown color. And unfortunately, these don't have names on them, so I can't tell you what the name is. But that's going in my crease, but it's going to be more focused into the center of the crease. Then I'm going to clean that brush off because I'll be using it later. And then I'm going to go in with this pencil brush and I'm going to go in with just the black right here. And that's going to be even focused in more of where like your eye socket ends, which is like right here. So it's a little bit more focused into the crease, I guess. It's almost like doing a cut crease, but not. So once I've laid that down, it looks kind of sloppy, but I'm going to go in back with that second fluffy brush that I used, and I'm going to blend that out. But I'm going to keep it, or at least try to keep it in the same area. Then I'm going back in with the icing fluffy brush and that lighter taupey color that I used first. And just place that on to the crease again, just because I lost some of the color and I just want to make sure this is blended out very well. And then on the lid, I'm going to take the Milani Shadow Eyes 12-Hour Wear eyeshadow in Champagne Toast. It's just a creamy eyeshadow base, and I'm just going to put that on my lid. And that's just going to help the next color that I am laying down stick a little bit better, because the shimmery glitter colors finishes in this palette don't seem to stick very well. And then I'm going to take a small shader brush and I'm going in with the gold color right here, and it's just gold pretty much. And I'm packing a lot on because, like I said, these shimmery finishes or glittery finishes aren't very pigmented when it comes to laying down the shadow on the lid, so I really have to pack it on. Then I'm going to take my Real Techniques shading brush, go in with that light taupe, run that on the bottom lash line, take the darker brown shade, again it's this one up here, and then run that along the bottom lash line too. Going in with my Scandalized by Rimmel in Nude, and that's going on my bottom waterline. For my brow bone, I'm going in with this color right here, which is the first color in the top row from left to right. And it's just a shimmery champagne color. However, it does not stick very well or show up very well. So it's very chunky. I have to put a lot on for it to show up. And as you can see, it's barely showing up. It's still not a bad palette. I have to play with the other colors more and just see how it works out. But that's neither here or there. So then I'm going to take my Prestige liquid liner, and that is going to be my eyeliner, and I'm going to wing that out. And I'm not going to make it too thick, but kind of thick. I'm not really going to be doing any false lashes today, only because I'm not really going anywhere and it's not worth the effort. I'm just going to the mall later on. So I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I love this mascara if I'm not in the mood for false lashes, but I kind of want it to appear that I am wearing thicker lashes. The only thing that sucks about this mascara is it's hard to get off because it's so thick that when I use my eye makeup remover, it just takes forever for it to come off. So I don't use it that much. Alright, so I did the contouring already and the bronzing, and so now I'm going to work on my blush. And the blush that I'm going to use is the Fergie Wet n Wild blush, and this one is in Around the Clock. Or is it Around the Clock? I'm sorry, Brush with Destiny. The line is Around the Clock. And I'm just going to use a little brush like this. It's from Coastal Scents, the angled brush. And I'm just going to pop that on my cheeks. And then for highlighting, I'm going in with my Milani Bella Gel eyeliner, such a long word. The Bella Eyes Gel Powder Eyeshadow from Milani, and it's the one in Bella Champagne. Was that so hard to get out? No. And I'm going to go in with this brush, and it's the cheek brush from Real Techniques. And it's the Nikki's Favorite, I think, is what it's called. It came from that pack. And I'm just going to run that on my cheekbones. And then I'm just going to put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And then my chin. And just a tad on the forehead. Maybe a little bit on the Cupid's bow. Then I'm going to spray that all with my Mario Badescu setting spray. And then the lipstick I'm going to use is the Wet n Wild. It's the new Velvet Matte Lip Colors. And this one is in Pinky Candy. But I am going to use a lip liner first. So the lip liner I'm going to be using today is the NYX Retractable Lip Liner, and this one is in Grapefruit. And I'm just going to line the outside of my lips and then just fill in the inside just a tad. Then I'm going in with the Fergie Pinky Candy and just filling in the lips. Alright, so that completes the look. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed my review of the Maybelline The Nudes palette. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give me a subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!